Well, middle family, it's now time for a story, and you're going to bear with my wonderful storytelling voice. In our story today, we have some very special characters. So if you are a young person, no matter however you'd like to define that, and you feel like you would like to participate in this very special story today, would you join me up here? And we're gonna stay around here, some folks on the stage. Oh, we got some babies in the house, yes. I see another baby. Would y'all like to join us? Awesome.
I'm Rudolph.
And we have Rudolph. Come on, look at all these children. Let's come onto the stage. Let's give a hand for our young people just for being here. Look at these beautiful young people. Thank you all so much for being here. At middle, we don't practice for our pageant. We show up for our pageant. And so whatever happens, you all are seeing the dress rehearsal, you're seeing the final rehearsal, and you are seeing everything in between. So, like I said, to make this story work, I need a lot of participation. First of all, Elise has props here. If you feel like you'd like to wear a little more flair, let Elise know, and they will give you something while we start talking. And if you are, while we're listening to the story, if something that I'm saying you want to respond to, do it. Respond with your body, respond with your face, respond with your voice. Show of hands, does anybody like a story? Maybe at bedtime, maybe a spooky story around Halloween. Do you like it when adults tell you stories about when you were little? I feel like my kids like to hear stories also about when I was little too. I love a good story so much. And this story is about Jesus being born. I happen to think it's one of the best stories ever. Yes, this story, rewritten by Jackie, Alicia, and Amanda, is about God doing amazing things to show us how much we are loved. Now, are you going to go see your dad? Or are you going to stay here? This story starts with a couple named Elizabeth and Zachariah. Zachariah works in a temple, kind of like this one, and his wife Elizabeth takes care of their house. Elizabeth is old in this story, and they both wish they could have a baby, but they think they're too old for that to happen. Well, God hears their hope, their prayer, and soon an angel named Gabriel goes to see Zachariah at work in the temple and says, Gabrielle and Miranda.
Well, Zach.
Oh, wait, I need a mic. Blue mic, please.
Well, Zach, God can do impossible things, and you and Elizabeth are going to have a boy named John.
John is going to grow up and do amazing work for God. He'll help people get ready for God to change their lives and teach them how much they are loved.
Zach was shocked and surprised. He couldn't even talk until the baby was born. Put your hands over your mouth. We're not talking. You can take them off now. God was full of surprises, and the angel Gabriel was full of messages. One day, I can use this one again, I forgot. Gabriel went to visit a young woman named Mary, who was engaged to a man named Joseph. Mary was a brown Jewish teenager, and in this part of the story, she was fast asleep. Anybody want to sleep? Show us some sleep. Yes. Thinking she heard something, she opened her eyes and saw a beautiful, bright vision of a person floating above her. She screamed. Then Angel Gabriel spoke again and told her,
Mary, you too will have a baby.
Blue mic.
His name will be Jesus, and he will teach people that God is always with them. You, Mary, will give birth to God made flesh. You will be the mother of God's Son, Jesus, a rabbi of revelation for all people.
Whoa. Mary stared at the angel Gabriel. You ready, Catalina?
What are you kinging? Me, the mother of God. You have the wrong person.
Angel Gabriel looked at Mary softly and said, Mary, it's okay to be afraid. Let's say that together. It's okay to be afraid. And maybe one more time. It's okay to be afraid. While the news was settling with her, Mary knew in her heart, everybody find your heart, that it was her choice. She could say yes to this divine call. She was comforted by a feeling rising in her, reminding that even though she's been discounted because of her brown skin, her Jewish faith, her undocumented status, her young age, because she was a girl. Anybody ever been discounted for anything? Anybody? Yes. But she knew she also had it in her to bring this love into the world. And she said,
Yes, I will give birth to love.
yes. Let's all say that together. Yes, I will give birth to love. Okay, so a little recap. Mary heard from Gabriel about the baby. Joseph had a dream in which Gabriel told him about the baby. Gabriel also got around to Elizabeth and Zechariah. There was a lot of messaging going around and a lot of surprises. Now, even though they were super pregnant, Mary and Joseph had to go to his hometown, Bethlehem. Raise your hand if you're going traveling anywhere this holiday, maybe just uptown or downtown. What might you bring if you're going on a trip? What are you going to bring when you go? What are you traveling? When you travel, what might you bring?
Passports.
A passport?
My computer.
A computer. All right, so let's all travel. Go across the stage and come back. Let's all travel. Now remember, somebody's super pregnant. Who's super pregnant? Let me see. Who's really feeling very pregnant, yeah? All right, travel on back to the stage. Okay, some of us made it to Bethlehem. Oh, we're all coming. We're all coming. Mary is very uncomfortable. She's going to give birth soon. She's so ready to get into a nice, comfortable bed. But guess what?
I'm sorry, there are no more hotel rooms left. What? What about over there? Nope, no rooms anywhere in town. But my wife is about to have a baby. Sorry, dude.
Sometimes the people in charge don't always use their imagination to give about of abundance and find room, but there is always room. There is always enough.
You tell him, narrator. Now, does anybody know then, since there was no room at the inn, according to Ronan, where they ended up staying? Where did Mary and Joseph go that night when there was no room? Anybody know? Yell it out loud. In a manger. They stayed with animals in a barn. There were all kinds of animals there. Let me hear some animal noises and let me see some animal movements. Now, animals can't talk. Animals can't talk, but they are very smart. I like to imagine that these animals knew they were in a space with a very special baby, a baby that would teach the world what love looks like, a baby who would grow up to be a kind man, a teacher, a gentle leader who would change the world. Even though conditions weren't what they imagined, love burst through anyway.
Love always makes a way.
Love always makes a way. Okay, so back to the animals. On the night Jesus was born, there were shepherds taking care of their sheep in the fields. Anybody feeling shepherdy? Oh, nice. An angel of the Lord appeared to the shepherds, and a bright, glorious light shone around them, and they were afraid. But the angel said,
Hey, unto you a child is born. Do not be afraid. I've got good news for you that will give Great joy to all the people. On this night, a Savior has been born to you. He is called the Messiah, the Anointed One. And you'll know this is true because you'll find a baby wrapped in cloth lying in the place animals eat in the manger.
What, a baby? Let's see all the babies. Where's our baby Jesuses? Look at them. They made it. Oh, there's another Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Look at our babies, these beautiful babies. Suddenly there was a choir of angels all singing, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace to all people." When the angels left the shepherds said to one another,
Well, let's go to Bethlehem and see what the angels are singing about.
all right. So they hurried off. Let's go. Don't leave the stage. We just kind of walk around on the stage. We're marching around. The shepherds are looking for these The shepherds are looking for these Jesuses, because we've got at least 3 here, maybe more. And then they found Mary and Joseph and the babies. The baby was born. The shepherds were so excited, they started telling the other shepherds. Meanwhile, Mary, Jesus' mama, treasured all these things that were happening in her heart. Let's find our hearts again. There was so much going on. Some people were traveling, some people were singing, but Mary was taking some time to think about all of those things. The shepherds weren't the only ones who heard about Jesus. Word was getting around fast. There were 3 scholars, 3 kings who came to Jerusalem from the east where they lived. And they started asking,
how can we visit the newborn baby, the one who is King of the Jews? We saw a bright star in the sky that signaled his birth.
Look at that star up there. Everybody see it? Look at the star. So these scholars kept following the bright star until they got to the place where the baby was laying in his mother's arms. Anybody want to feel like, look at these Marys up here. Look, they're being amazing with these babies. They brought the babies gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Those are fancy gifts that smell really good. And when the shepherds and kings got there, they said, who else wants to say something in a mic? Raise your hand. Who hasn't said anything yet? Anybody hasn't said anything yet? Do you want to say something in a mic? Do you read yet? Yeah? Would you like to say this sentence right here?
This is the one we've been waiting for.
Let's say that together. This is the one we've been waiting for. Louder. All the guests and neighbors and community celebrated this birth and sang together these words. Listen, I'm going to say the words first, and then we're going to sing it together. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. I forgot the last line. Christ the Lord. That's the best line to forget. All right, let's sing it. Have you all ever been in a situation, maybe in school, maybe on the playground, where you thought you didn't have the best gift or the right thing to bring? Like you were supposed to bring a birthday party gift, but you ran out of money. Or you were supposed to bring the class snack, but your moms didn't have time to take you to the store. Anybody been in that situation? You just didn't feel like you had the right thing. There is a song that we sing around Christmas that accompanies this story. It's called The Little Drummer Boy. In this song, we imagine that along with Mary, Joseph, the animals, the shepherds, the kings, there was a little boy who also didn't have anything to bring. Remember, they brought those fancy things that smell good? We like to imagine this little drummer boy there too. He didn't have anything to bring, but he played his drum. He used what he had, what he could do, to give a gift to the baby. The drummer boy said, I have no gift to bring that fits a king. Shall I play for him my drum? Bum,
The ox and lamb kept time, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. I did my best for him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.
Beautiful. Friends, even though we are telling a story that happened a long time ago, it's a story that still happens today. So I want you to think about what gifts you have to bring these little babies. You see them? And to bring all of each other. Maybe it's something you're good at that you think is a good gift because Jesus lives in our hearts. Jesus lives all around us, not in a manger, not a long time ago, but today and every day. So I want you all to think, and I'm going to ask a couple people to raise your hand and share. What are some gifts that you can give to the baby Jesus, that you're really giving as gifts to the whole world? Teddy.
Love, love, love.
Kindness.
Happiness.
Happiness, yes. Oh, peace, yes. Ronan?
Equality.
Joy.
Faith.
Equity.
Equity.
Singing.
Opportunities.
Opportunities.
Safety.
Safety.
Life.
Life.
A bed.
Yes. Yes. Any other gifts? Those are all wonderful. So remember how much I told you all I love stories? The best part of this story is that we're still in it, that you all are here being part of it. Sometimes we feel like singing like angels. We honor Jesus with our life and our gifts. We do ordinary work like shepherds. We travel looking for places we can lie down and be comfortable. Sometimes we're afraid, right? Sometimes we're surprised, right? And we all have different gifts that we can bring to make the world a more loving place. We all have a part to play, and we get comfort in the reminder that we are guided by these little babies. Look at them again. Look at these babies. Oh, yes. We are guided by these little babies who show us that love has come into the world and how to live in peace, to lead always with love, and to work for justice.
Joy to the world, love is here. Do it to the world that love is here. Joy to the world, love is here.
All together. Joy.